Giving birth can be stressful at the best of times, let alone in the middle of a nationwide lockdown. But some things just can't be put on hold.
Well, I guess you never really can be prepared for your first birth, so you never really know what's going to happen. But I think in your mind you want it to be as much of a least stressful process as possible. So the unknownness of the whole COVID-19 has just brought a lot of questions into our minds.
Under Minister of Health guidelines, hospitals are now restricting visitors, only allowing one person to attend a birth during the alert level 4.
I think there's been a lot of rules changing around birthing at the hospital, and we always wanted to kind of be in the birthing experience together, obviously, and to do as much of that together as possible. So with the rules changing, with Nathan not being able to be there for too long after the birth, is just, I don't know, it doesn't make you feel as comfortable as a first-time mum.
For first-time father Nathan, safety of mum and baby is his main concern.
What is being done to ensure that this, the birthing unit, whatever it's called, is kept as safe as possible. What's the procedure? How does that work? The husband or the partner has to leave within 2 hours. As sucky as that is, and as terrible as that may seem, it's totally acceptable in the fact that it's just looking out for the best, to making sure that everybody's kept safe, and I respect that, and that's fine.
Midwives are just as important as ever though, but they too have to adapt to social distancing.
We're still an essential service, so they will still get complete midwifery care, and that's not going to change, but the way that we provide that care is going to be really different. So I have a caseload of my own women that I look after, so we're doing a lot of phone consults, only having to see them when it's really necessary, and we're keeping visits to a minimum so that it's lessening the exposure to themselves and myself as well.
Carmen also hosts an online antenatal course, which is proving popular during lockdown.
I just did a Zoom class with them last night, which was awesome, and they've all started the course content, so they kind of just brought along their questions, and we chatted about anything that they'd watched that they wanted further sort of clarification on. Talked a lot about obviously the virus and how that might affect them and their care at the moment. So yeah, I think it was a really good way of doing it. I mean, it's still not ideal for some of them that wanted to be in a physical class, but I think it's a really great option still.
For Leonie and Nathan, the course has helped steady their nerves.
It's helped to prepare us with what the warning signs are of labour, so we actually know what is coming, and when we can make that decision, whether it is a home birth or whether you still head to hospital, it's really helped knowing all of that information prior.
I feel like people can parent a baby, how they like, but there are some fundamentals that you need to know about how to make sure that a baby lives. And I feel like it covers it quite well. I feel like I went from knowing pretty much nothing to quite a lot very quickly. So it's good to have that resource to be able to go back to, and because it's online, we can keep going through it. It's not just somebody telling you something and then it's done. We can keep going back and going over it.
And for many babies born in lockdown, a video conference will be one of the first things they see.
The birthing rooms are full of people who are on FaceTime introducing their new little addition to their family to the rest of their family. So it's pretty amazing to have the technology that we do now, because obviously we have to look at that as it's probably going to be the way that the grandparents meet the baby. So, yeah.
Gavin Ogden, Local Focus.